Wow, 2010 has been a pretty serious time on this show, huh? We've done a lot of talking about big issues like sexuality, genre stagnation, historical revisionism, and that one Metroid game that absolutely nobody flew cartoonishly off the handle over for no good reason. With the year winding down, I thought it might be nice to go old school and put the big serious stuff aside and talk about some good old-fashioned minutia, like evil twins, for example. What's up with them? Now, evil twins have been a constant staple of mythology going all the way back to the beginning, but in the 20th century sci-fi and fantasy, a new variation emerged, the villainous doppelganger, a character who was just like the hero save for an ideological inversion, though not actually related to them most of the time. It makes a certain amount of dramatic sense, especially if you have a character like Superman who's so powerful the idea of a competing bad version like Bizarro is actually pretty frightening. Now, it seems like everybody in genre fiction has at least one, especially in comic books where the visual similarities can be most consistently present. Flash has the Reverse Flash, Spider-Man has Venom, Batman has the Man-Bat, that kinda counts, I guess. Even Darkwing Duck had Negaduck, both of them. They never quite settled on what that was all about. But video games love this trope like nobody else, mostly because it works so well within what used to be the limits of the technology. Just change up the color arrangement on a sprite and suddenly you've got a whole new character. Think Sub-Zero and Scorpion, and Reptile, and Smoke, and Ermac, and Chameleon, and Rain, Noob Saibot, or Ryu and Ken in Street Fighter, although they went so far as to change the hair, too. Mustn't forget the oft-lamented Shadow the Hedgehog while we're here. And even when it is more than just a palette swap, the evil twin concept continues to stick around. Mega Man and Proto Man, Samus and Dark Samus, and so on. And then there's the most prominent example of all. Good old Wario. It's kind of amazing that it took Mario a whole 7 years to get an evil twin, especially since Wario's whole existence is so oddly perfect as to be kind of cosmically suspicious. Like, how's this for a coincidence? Wario's name, obviously, is just Mario with the M upside down, right? That's kinda perfect on its own. But notice this. In the original Japanese, Waryu is actually a word. It means bad man. How weird is that, right? And speaking of cosmically suspicious, notice how Wario's Woods became the last NES game ever. It's like a cycle of life thing. Mario turns on the lights, and then 12 years later, Wario turns them off. I guess an argument could be made that Meta Knight is kind of like the morally ambiguous twin of Kirby, but I've never quite bought that. Dedede and Kirby have the same powers on the other hand, so... Okay, are we live? Okay, alright. Now, see, that's how the episode was going to go, but we had a situation, and, let me explain. As it turns out, do you remember that? I figured if we should investigate the last game made on the NES was actually an evil twin game. Wario's Woods, the first game, totally starring Wario on a system that wasn't the Game Boy. So I kind of figured, why should that be so important as to be the last game on the NES? Well, we did some digging, and hold on, let me punch it up. See, as it turns out, there actually is a Wario's Woods. Yeah, it's in Minnesota, so nobody cared. But it's really there. And according to some, ancient Indian legend, is that is like the source of all evil twins, at least as far as they believe. Okay, now it's all pretty sketchy, but according to the legends, there was this alternate dimension called the Antiverse, and the only known point of access between our dimension and it was somewhere in Wario's Woods, which, as it turns out, is the site of the first confirmed sightings of dozens of evil twin characters. That's just weird. So I figured we should go on expedition there. It was, going to be dangerous, going to be a bit of a hassle, so I did the only logical thing. I sent my brother. Here is the footage that he brought back. Hold on.
I can help him with the video, and he sends me out in the middle of the goddamn frickin' woods. Why am I out here doing... What is this for? Overthinker is some crazy thing that he works on video. Where is he? Why isn't he here? 3 miles into the middle of the goddamn woods, and the Game OverThinker isn't even here. Where is he? I've been waiting all god... Bob? Why are you dressed like a douche?
Chris? Chris, come in! Come in! What the hell was that? Dude, what up, Broseph? Yeah. What the hell are you? I'm like you. Well, I'm not like the you, but in my world, I'm you. It's totally fucking complicated, brah. Don't worry, Chief. You can call me the Anti-Thinker. Yeah, you see, bro, those ancient legends were like totally fucking right about the anti-verse. You should see it, dude. It's fucking tits. The most badass diesel motherfucker of a world yo ass ever saw. I totally reign supreme there, but it ain't enough, right? I need way more power, Chief. So I figured, dude, why not bounce on over to the portal to Wario's Woods and take over your queer-ass dimension? So I totally did, brah. Yeah, and I'm totally here to take your show, bro. You wait just a goddamn minute. See you, Chief. Booyah! Chief. That's right, bros and hoes. Not a dream, not a hoax, not some queer imaginary tale. All your base now belong to the Game Anti-Thinker. Yeah, I totally banished the Overthinker to Wario's Woods, and now I'm taking over up in here. His gay-ass computer show is now my fucking sweet-ass show, and his dumb emo kid nerd blog is now my bitchin' dude bro blog. Yeah, son, you heard me. I'm gonna set all you little gamer dogs straight, yo. We're gonna talk about how what really makes a kick-ass game, and I'm gonna school you on all that stupid little kiddie shit and queermo Asian Japanese crap, which just needs to get the fuck out of here already. And you don't like it? Tough nuts, brah. So you watch this spot for all new episodes featuring me, the Game Anti-Thinker, because thinking is overrated, Chief.